Hi and welcome to The Vine. This is video number 26. We're looking at chapter 25 in Greg Ogden's book, Discipleship Essentials. And chapter 25 is on money. And we've saved the best for last here. I know sometimes people in the church get tired of hearing about money. We need this much to make budget, or this is our shortfall, or this is how much debt we have, or we want to do this thing, it's going to cost this much. We always talk about money a lot of ways as money is something out there that doesn't really apply to us. It's sort of this concept and thing that is not really personal. Well, money is personal. The Bible is very clear about that. That money is personal. And money is one of the gods that we are most apt, most prone to serve. Jesus said, where your heart is, there will your treasure be also. I was saying to one of our boys who was getting ready to do something really bad the other day, I quoted Genesis 4 to him. Sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is for you, but you must rule over it. And his response was like, what? What does that mean? Well, what it means is that we are either ruled by things or we rule over things. And we are tempted to allow money to rule our lives. And it's so easy to do. And we think about how much we say, well, I wish I could afford it, or the bondage you feel with money. If you've ever received a collection call from someone, which in the past I have, it is a horrible, terrible feeling. And how many times have we just felt trapped because we don't have enough money to go around? This runs totally contrary to God's expectations for our life. Not that He wants us to be wealthy and rich. This isn't a prosperity gospel that we're teaching, but He wants to provide for us. He wants to be the one who gives to us. He wants to be the one that we know we can rest in Him and rest in His provision and good gifts for our life. And this all starts with a very simple principle that we see in Psalm 24:1, that the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, that He owns everything. Everything in the world belongs to Him. And He wants to give us more than we need. Jesus said, I have come so you may have life and have it abundantly. And what happens is when we allow God to have that place in our life, when we give Him the place of provider, we give Him the place of redeemer, we give Him the place of Lord in our life, we always have enough. Now, it may not be exactly what we want. It may not be exactly what we even think we might need, but it is enough. And we can count on Him and trust in Him to do that for us. But it begins with a simple principle of making Him Lord and realizing that everything we have belongs to Him. Easy to say, hard to do. A couple principles along the way. The Bible, to help us accomplish this, achieve this, teaches the tithe, which is giving 10% of our income to God. When we give God 10%, it is a way of saying, Lord, I trust you with something significant in my life, and I trust you to make up the difference. And again, some people preach a prosperity gospel. If you do the tithe, you'll get rich. What Jen and I have found in our life is that when we practice the tithe and we practice faithfully, God provides in some amazing, astounding ways. Remember His words, ye who are faithful over a little, I will put you over much. That's in the parable of the talents. So it's easy to not feel this freedom that God wants us to have when it comes to money. But that lack of freedom, that bondage we feel, always comes from having other gods, other lords in our life. And one of the key ones is money. Matthew 6:24, the verse that Greg cites here for your memory verse. No one can serve two masters at once. You cannot serve God and mammon, for you will fear one and not the other. And so if we make money the focus of our life rather than Jesus the Lord of our life, we're going to feel bondage. We're going to feel stress. It doesn't matter how much money we make. We're gonna spend more than we make, and we're always going to feel bondage there. I'll commend to you near the end of the chapter. Greg has some steps toward freedom in terms of money. Those are awesome steps to follow, and I would really encourage you to take a look at those. Try to put them into practice in your life. If this is something that you're having trouble with, we have a lot of ministries at Stanley Presbyterian, free Christian financial counseling, courses on how to use money in a biblical way. We would love to share with you and help you experience the fullness and freedom that God intends for all of us to have when it comes to our finances. Thanks for watching. This is our last video for the Vine. I've really enjoyed doing these videos and excited to do another set next year.